Good morning, everybody. We are here. We're ready to go. We're looking good. And by everybody, I mean Moji, Gorilla, and J-Bones. We got Moji, Gorilla, Moji, Gorilla, Moji, J-Bones. All three of you guys. So glad to have you in here right now. Let's check the market out, see what's going on so far today. Because we've got big news coming out last night at about 3 a.m. We had Trump. I don't know who announced it, right? But a trade deal was brokered between the United States and China, seemingly in very good interest for the United States. Prices ripped up immediately on the news. Bitcoin going from about $104,000 to $106,000, and then people quickly sold off, taking the profit. I don't know who the heck's awake at 3 a.m., man, but people were making some trades at 3 a.m., coming back down, sitting sideways, and then this morning, after the open, falling down a little bit, with Bitcoin coming from 104,000, where it was sitting steady all night long, now to 102,000, testing that support line right there. If you see it on the day today, you can see that after Bitcoin broke up out of this 102, we have come back down today to test this 102 level. So hopefully Bitcoin holds up. I mean, guys, we got nothing but good news, right? This is the part that never makes any sense to me. We get nothing but good news out there. Tariffs are lowered now. Trade deals are being brokered. Everything that was causing all of the concern is fading away. Nothing but beautiful, positive catalysts on the horizon. And here we are, people, wanting to sell off at the open, sell off on the news. Bitcoin, people wanting to sell off on the news. It's very strange to me how some people act. But nonetheless, NASDAQ doing phenomenal today. 3.5% gain. AMC up 1%. GameStop was down 0.5%. Solana down 0.5% as well. $173 Solana after testing $181 this morning. Now, I know that 180 is a resistance level. It was hit all throughout 2024, like 180 range, 180 range, 180 range. So I get that. And now it is the 200-day moving average. So sitting right here at 180. I understand that Solana may have a little trouble going through the 180 level. But when it breaks it, we could be just beautifully ripping higher. So stronger the resistance, the bigger the breakthrough when it does come through it. So nonetheless, Solana pulling off that 180 level right there, and I don't know, technical resistance, because there's no bad news out there. Dogecoin down 2.5%. You've got SHIB down 2.5%. Ethereum 24.78, man, after testing 26.25 in the middle of the night. And coming back down to 24.80 right now. Hopefully setting up a bottom, man, because this is looking like a pretty strong decline that is uncalled for. Bitcoin sitting at that 102 level that we talked about right there. You got the SPY sitting at 578, QQQ 504. Mullen Auto down below 20 cents. A shock to the world. Mullen Auto touching 17 cents, sitting at 18 cents right now. Sundial, $1.31. Netflix, $1,100. Tesla, $3.18, man. 6.86% gain of the day today. Amazon, $2.07. 7.5% gain for Amazon. Apple, $2.08. Soxel sitting 21.5% higher. $17.16. Looking very, very good so far today. Now, if these guys can sustain their gains, what are we worried about Bitcoin for? It not only is it going to bounce back, I think we're going to be hitting some all-time highs today. Nah, I know that might be overly optimistic, but a boy can dream, can't he? Yes, he can. And that's what I'm going to do. Dream. We got Rodney coming to the chat as well. Moji, Gorilla, J-Bones. Rodney, Moji, J-Bones. You smell it? I do, man. I do. Moji. We got J-Bones, Gorilla, Moji, Gorilla. I have it on good authority that he is the one who smelt it, is the one who indeed dealt it. Moji's got the experience on us all, man. You would know. If anybody would know, it would be Moji. Crap happens? It does, Rodney. Absolutely. I'm free, one. Hello to you as well. Glad to have you in here, man. A couple of the cryptocurrency. Oh, the one Wagyu Cash, guys, that launched over the weekend, and I don't know if any of you guys bought into that, but I did. That launched over the weekend. Very, 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 very quickly hit a 12-cent price point, like almost immediately, and then pulled back a little bit. I got in everywhere between 3 cents and 1.5 cents. So to be honest with you, I'm probably close to my average. Maybe just below. I think my average might be at like 2.4, 2.5 cents. So I'm right around my average right now, hoping that this continues to walk its way back up to that 12-cent range or even higher. That'll be very, very nice if it does. Currently sitting with 1.3 thousand holders, $800,000 in the liquidity pool, locked, burned, all of that good stuff, and $23 million market cap, of course, because they have 1 billion coins outstanding. So definitely keeping our eyes on that one. Trump coming back down a little bit for some reason today. Trump sitting at $13, was trading all through the night at about 14.50, and coming down on the morning so far today. And then Mother on the news last night hit about 1.7 cents. Now it's down to about 1.5 cents. So a lot of profit taking happening after 1.8 cents it hit. Mother ripped up to 1.8 cents, 3 o'clock in the morning there, on its way back down. Oh no, that was it. 3 o'clock in the morning, it ripped up to 1.6. 7 o'clock this morning, ripped up to 1.8 cents. People taking some profits, cooling down a little bit right now, hopefully on its next leg up, sitting at about 1.57 cents there. So we want to see Mother back at 10 cents, and we want to see Trump back to $50 per coin, and we want to see Wagyu 10, 20 cents per coin. Would be very nice there. And I am excited about the gains that will be coming. Fear and Greed Index sitting at a level of 73 greed right now. 73 greed is greedy, yes, but if you look at the coin market cap Fear and Greed Index, puts it a little bit better into context here. The level of 73 that we're at right now is halfway through the greedy section. 60 marks neutral territory. So 70 is very nice, but it is not extremely greedy. And you can see, even if we hit extreme greed, we can pull back a little bit, but we can hit it right back up there in the extreme greed. So I'm keeping my eyes on it. I'm hoping for a nice push, and I'm hoping that we get into that extremely greedy situation as Shiba Inu Coin is testing some fresh highs, and Bitcoin is testing some all-time highs. And of course, Mother is back up to 5, 6, 10 cents. And then Trump back up to $20, $30, $40 per coin as we begin to test the extreme greed in terms of investor sentiment there. Nonetheless, we're going to keep our eyes on what's happening with Bitcoin, Solana, all those cryptos, and good stuff. Buy energy stocks. Dude, weren't we told Thursday or Friday to go buy stocks now? Like, weren't we told? Did anybody go buy? I bought crypto, right? I don't have much cash sitting in my Webull account, but I did buy some crypto. So I took advantage of it that way, and it seems to be doing very well so far. Anybody go buy stocks? Because what I'm invested in stocks, I needed to go back up a little bit, and it is going back up a little bit, which is very nice. What do you think about Caspa? So I actually don't own any Caspa, but I think Caspa's got some great potential, man. Caspa, one of the best gainers of, I think, 2023. It never really gave back much of its gains. Caspa's got one of the best graphs that I've ever seen. So this is the all-time graph for Caspa. If you would have got in mid to late 2022, right, you're up 63,000%. Dude, the only pullback you have to worry about on Caspa was this right here from 17 cents towards the end of 2024. Everything kind of pulled back through April, May of 2025. All the tariff worries, all the, oh my God, Trump is in office worries, all of that stuff. Everything kind of pulled back at the beginning of 2025. And then it's bouncing beautifully, right? From 6 cents already back up to 11 cents. Now, clearly, I don't think you're going to be able to experience 63,000% gains from here. But yeah, dude, Caspa is one of the best performing cryptos that we have seen in the 2020s. I mean, phenomenal performance. So yeah, I like Caspa. I just don't own any Caspa, but I do like it. Core said XRP should be treated like a meme coin. Thoughts on that statement? So listen, I want to say that yes, I agree XRP should be treated like a meme coin, but it's not a meme coin, right? So saying that, I'm trying to rationalize it. I didn't hear him say it, but number one, when you say something that bold online, it's probably for a little attention. You know what I mean? So the reason I could justify treating XRP like a meme coin is that, and you guys know this, I've said this 1,000 times, I truly don't think that it matters at all what the price of XRP is, right? It does not matter at all what the price of XRP is. If XRP is trading at 1 cent, the utility is exactly the same as if XRP is trading at $1,000 per coin, okay? Clearly, market cap changes and all of that. So they could burn coins, they could introduce coins, they could mess with the market cap to facilitate the price, but XRP's utility is exactly the same no matter what the price is. So if you're holding it in anticipation that utility should drive the price higher, I don't really agree that utility drives the price higher, because utility does not care what the price is. So in that regard, I agree. Treat XRP like a meme coin, right? If that's what he was talking about, okay, I wouldn't have worded it that way, but I can be in agreement with that statement. Now, XRP is a utility token, though, right? XRP is not a meme coin in the sense that it's got a $150 billion valuation, or whatever it is right now. There's actual utility. XRP, Ripple, is a real company. It has, major offices in every major city across the globe. They've been growing exponentially. So the difference is, I guess, if you're looking to invest in something where you can see tangible value, you may want to wait for a Ripple IPO. The utility aspect of it, yeah, dude, XRP has the utility. So XRP is not a meme coin in the sense that, dude, Ripple is a very fast-growing, large international finance corporation, where you don't have that with Dogecoin or SHIB or Pepe. Pepe, like, those are meme coins, man. Those are meme coins. So I think the wording of it was a little strong, probably to get some attention on X or YouTube or wherever he posted it, because that's gonna generate some comments. But I don't disagree, right? If that's his reasoning behind the statement, because XRP, it does not matter what the price is. XRP is utilized exactly the same. So is that? I mean, if you guys hear that all the time with Matt Kors, is that what he's talking about? Because I don't want to put words in the dude's mouth or anything like that. But if that's what he's talking about, I can see the statement. We want gains. We want gains. Yes, we do. Jenny G. Yes, we want gains, Jen G. Doomsday Chickens bought stocks. Very, very nice. I actually did not buy any stocks. Like I said, I am invested. Don't have much cash in my... I got a little bit, but not enough to really do anything with in my brokerage account. So... I'm just riding what I got in terms of stocks, but I did add crypto. Hello, everyone. Freaking late. Finish it for me, Richo. Where is Richo, man? Late and work sucks, or whatever he said. Thanks, bro. Slicing and dicing today, a.k.a. pruning. A nice little brush the dust off. That and my mowing last Friday. Loving the heat. Yeah, dude, today's 76 degrees. cloudy out. Apparently it's supposed to be cloudy all day today. But very beautiful day out there. I was sitting outside for about 20 minutes this morning and drinking some grape juice. And it is a nice day so far today. So hopefully weather holds up. So we might have some scattered showers or something. But hopefully the weather holds up. And hopefully all of you guys have a great day, man. Well, Picoin just tanked. Lost $3 billion market cap. Did it really? Picoin was ripping all morning, wasn't it? Dude, Picoin didn't tank. Picoin's sitting at $1.17. Picoin's coming back up. It's crazy because I almost bought a leveraged position at 105. Didn't do it though. 117, not bad, man. Okay, I guess what you mean, man. At 150 down to 90. That is a pretty large decline, but it's on its way back up. This is the volatility crap that everything's dealing with this morning, right? $1.50 to 90 cents. Yeah, that is a very strong 30+% decline there. So completely agree with you. That would be considered a tank. I didn't realize that it was $1.60 this morning. On its way back up though, man. $1.18. Would have been nice if I bought that leverage position, but I did not do it. Where are we at? 102.9, 103. Gen G, we do want gains, don't we? We want gains, and we want them bad. Gosh, is it so much to ask for Trump to just be back to $30 per coin? Is that too much to ask? Somebody send it, man. Somebody send it. If it can go from 7 to 15 in a day, it could go from 13 to 30 in a day. Somebody send it. And in the meantime, we'll watch Weeble and we'll dream about our gains. Clear your thoughts on Graham Steph. Not copying. I just want to see if others thinking the same as me or if I'm being their money. On Graham Stephan? Is that who you're talking about, Chris? Ah, crap. Did I lose my camera? What the heck? You guys can still hear me, right? Yeah, you guys can still hear me. You just can't see me. What the heck happened with my camera? All right, back. Thought my phone had died, but luckily it didn't. All right, coming back. Thoughts on Graham Stephan? Maybe let me know if that's who you're talking about. I think at this point, I think his point was the utility is garbage. I don't know. Dude, the utility's not garbage, right? Utility's not garbage. I really don't think the utility of XRP is garbage. As a matter of fact, right? If XRP doorbell, that's just the sound it makes when I flip the camera. J-Bones, man, if I want to send you money, it is very easy for me to send you money on like Cashapp or PayPal or whatever if I send it family and friends, okay? But if I want to send you money and you live in a different country, or if you and I were two different businesses, man, and I was actually sending you a lot of money, if I'm going to go to a bank and send you money, especially overseas, dude, not only is it really slow, okay? If I want to send you money Friday night, you're not going to get it, dude, especially if there's a holiday Monday. You're not going to get it till Tuesday. What the heck kind of business is that? It makes zero sense that I can send you money on Friday night, The bank will gladly probably take the money out of my account, but you won't get it till Tuesday. All right, that's a no-no. That don't make zero sense at all. Just Clay sending Bones a lot of money. I am. If I want to send you a lot of money, dude, not only are the banks going to rip me on fees sending you that money, they're going to extort us with the exchange rate. So let's say you live in Europe, right? And I don't actually know what the euro is trading at right now, but let's say the euro is trading at $1.10. I might be completely wrong, but it's got to be somewhere around there. Let's say euro is trading at $1.10. Dude, they might charge us $1.13, right? That's a 3% difference just because they want to. They don't care about the live trading fees. They don't care about the live exchange rate. They go based off their spread and what they want to have. So, dude, now all of a sudden we're getting charged $3,000 on our $100,000 transfer because they're manipulating the exchange rate. On top of that, it's going to take 4 days, and on top of that, they're going to charge their fee, maybe another $50-$60 for me to send you that money. Dude, so we're out $3,050. You got to wait 4 days to get the money. XRP comes in. Dude, I can send it to you for less than $1, right? It's not even an XRP that I'm going to be paying in fees. And you're going to get it. XRP is a little bit slower because I've been buying XRP a little bit on Trust Wallet. So it's not like Solana. If I trade Solana, dude, I'm getting my Solana immediately. XRP is a little slower. You might have to wait a few seconds or maybe a minute to get your money. So denominating these trades in XRP, especially business to business, like actual business, that is some utility. That's not junk utility. That solves a problem, man. Banks are slow. Banks are expensive. Banks are scams. So XRP utility is legit. I can't call it a meme coin in terms of that. Let's see. Wow, what a day. Alien Head. It has been a very volatile day so far, hasn't it, man? Talking about Graham Steph, and I like his videos, and yeah, he's knowledgeable, but sometimes feels weird, like a bit of flip-floppy. So I haven't watched a lot of his videos lately, but I used to... And Meet Kevin makes me a little mad sometimes when he starts to rant about his politics and stuff. So, but Meet Kevin, Graham Stephan, and Andre Jick, or Andre Geek, however you say his name, watched a lot of those guys. And those are like the three dudes that I watched a lot and was like, you know what, man, these guys make YouTube videos. I can make YouTube videos too. Those were like my three go-to guys. But I haven't watched a lot of his stuff lately, but I did notice while I was watching a lot of his stuff, it is very, if you're talking flip-floppy, right, it is very sentiment or market-oriented. So I don't know what he's been putting out over the last couple of weeks or months or whatever, but if there's fear in the market, he's going to have fire and bombshells and explosions in his thumbnails. If things are looking good, he is going to be very, very optimistic. And I actually don't know, right? I watch a lot of his stuff too. He posts a lot on TikTok now and does a lot of shorts. Maybe focuses a little bit more on his podcast than he does his videos. But I think a lot of what he does is extremely like time sensitive. Just if people are happy one day, videos are going to be happy one day. If people are sad one day, videos are going to be doom and gloom that day. So, like, I get it, dude. I do. You got to follow the market sentiment, making content and making these videos. Because if people are happy, they want to see happy news. If people are sad and doomy and gloomy, they want to see sad and gloomy and doomy news, man. It feeds the emotion. So, like, I can get playing into that, but I haven't seen his stuff lately, man, so I don't know if that's what he's doing or not. Not saying what it is, because I can't give an example. Just wondering if I'm having the wrong perception. I don't think so. But like I say, I haven't seen his videos lately, so I'm not 100% sure. Can't believe someone got it. Rodney Hamburger today? Oh, Old Rounder got something. I don't know. Yes, about StockSpot, SoFi, looking to break up in a big way, an SCHG for aggressive growth with bull switch. Nice, Gorilla. Let's take a look at SoFi and SCHG real quick. And hopefully, Bitcoin bottomed at 102 here. Come on, man. We want gains. We want Genji. We want gains. I started talking that crap, and then I can't remember what I was doing. Okay. SoFi could be on its way back up. Little resistance right here at $10, so watch out for that. SoFi not doing too bad. Coming off these $6 lows. Tariffs had everybody worried about life, didn't they? $18 to $6, man. SCHG. All right, where are we at? Golly bum, man. Look how worried people have been about these tariffs, dude. $28 down to 21. Back up to 26 right here. That's a nice long-term gainer. Ooh, that's an alien head stock right there. Ooh, wee. Nice, man. Nice. What's the weekly look like? Oh, whoa, whoa. Gives you some goosebumps, don't it? Dang, look at the volume difference. 6 million shares ripping up to 127 million shares. That's a volatile week. Yeah, bouncing back nicely, man. Hopefully that continues to grow for you. No, don't curl over, Bitcoin. That's the last thing we want you to do. The last thing we need is a purple line right here. Just go up. Okay? We're done with the losses. We want the gains now. Genji has spoken. Okay? She wants the gains, and that's what we're going to get. Saw a Mother's Day coin hit 10 milli market cap after, oh my god, hours later, it's down to 6. GD to death. No one remembers it now. Caesar, man. I'm trying to say this in probably the most respectful yet disrespectful way that I possibly can. It is the Jeets, right? That make me want to sell my Trump and my mother and my SHIB and my Pepe and my Bonk and my dog with hat and every other meme coin that I have. Okay? It is. I see this stuff all day long. Like, you guys probably don't think that I look at any crypto because I'm making videos all day. But I've constantly got 2 different DEX tools up, Coin Market Cap, looking at everything, watching all the prices. And dude, I know these dudes, okay? If their mother's life depended on it, on Mother's Day, they would not be able to hold a cryptocurrency beyond a certain percentage gain, okay? They cannot do it. They're not good. They're not a good company to have. And I'm sitting here floating around with them on all these different meme coins, man. And then I wonder to myself, am I any different than they are? Well, yes, because I'm not cheating out of these coins and selling them off every time there's a little, 30% move, and immediately we're going and ripping everybody else's money out from under them. But I will be very grateful when I get away from these guys. They're just bad company to keep. Get away from these dudes as fast as you can. Make it and then break them. Never go back. Clay, Black Tag is not launching tomorrow. They're going to make an announcement on the end of the pre-sale. Gotcha. All right. Very interesting. We're going to have to see how that plays out. And hopefully they are launching soon. Nah, Clay, that answered it. I'm not crazy. All right, good. Chris, I didn't think you were crazy. Chris, you're a little crazy, but not like terribly crazy. You just have to tune out the people on social media and figure out the charts yourself. With enough experience, you can fade the emotions. Yeah, the emotions are definitely what you need to fade. Let's see. I want that purple stuff. Nobody uses SoFi. Dead company. Wangro. Nobody wants purple, man. We want green. We want green lines on this screen, not purple lines. Maybe not. But playing the market trend on it. There you go, Gorilla. That's right. We want gains. Genji is still in here. Genji knows that we want these gains, and we want them now. Geek. Yeah, probably. Nerd, maybe. Not nerd. Geek, sure. I'll take I'll take geek. Dork. I'll even take dork. I'll take dork and geek, man. Both those are. I'm cool with both those. Everyone is free to take profit responsibly and respectfully. There's a big difference between responsibly and respectfully, and what a lot of these dudes do out there when they send your coin tumbling down to nothing because they're specifically trying to rug you, man. There's a big difference in that. When they take their profit at the expense of everybody else's holdings. Oh, jeez, man. Could you imagine? Like, could you imagine how successful cryptocurrency would be? Like, think about Elon Musk, okay? Imagine if Elon Musk just ripped the rug out of Tesla the moment that he made $100 grand. You know what I mean? Like, there had to have been a point in time where Elon Musk or any of these other guys, man, I'm just using him because he's the most famous dude out there. Any of these dudes, they see a $100,000 gain in their coin, and their idea that they get, I'm gonna go rip the rug right out from under it, kill it immediately. Could you imagine if these startups did that as soon as they started to gain a little bit of traction? You know, these guys that create companies like Uber. Oh, yeah, man, I made $100 grand. I'm going to go rip the rug right out from under it, take my $100 grand. And these guys are like Molinado guys. Molinado CEO is like the meme coin world, right? The real CEOs out there are like the Bitcoins and Ethereums and stuff like that. And I get it, right? The Vitalik's been taking some strong profits on Ethereum. But, dude, he didn't rip the rug out from under it and make it lose 99.9% of its value overnight. Clay, check out Zip. Let's do it. I meant the grape drink, not the juice. Gotcha, Wayne Grow. Gotcha. Zip. Z-I-P-P. See, this is what I didn't want to have happen. I said, Bitcoin, don't curl over. And look at what Bitcoin is doing. Curling over. Why would it do that? I told it not to. That's the right thing. This is very interesting. ETF. I don't know what it is. Uber and Tesla ETF. I don't know if this is the right one. This doesn't look like the normal. This doesn't look like the normal chart. What is this? I mean, it did double in price over the last couple of days here, but volume is very low. 200 shares, 50 shares, 400 shares. Is that the right one? Alien head? 500 shares today, 80 shares yesterday, 69 shares, 68 shares. I don't know if that's the right one or not, man. Let me know if that was the right one. There's no honor in that, for sure. Gorilla's crazy, man. Magic carpet rides. That's what you call them, man. I can show you the world. Take you wonder by wonder. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I love it. Moji! I hated that song as a kid. I love it. Oh, but it is a bang. Yeah, it is a banger, man. It is a banger. If we're talking about Magic Carpet Ride. I love that song. Aladdin was my favorite movie, man. Stock Root has been on a tear since January of 2024. Thoughts? Massive cup and handle on the monthly. Let's take a look at it. AGEN and Root. Yes. Where are we at here? Oh! Yeah, this is very interesting, man. Now, if this is what I saw, okay, And this is the price action from 2020 through 2023. I just said don't touch this stock. This is terrible. Horrible. Loser stock. $4? Don't touch this. How could it possibly go from $440 to $4 per share? It has risen from $4 per share to $180 per share, sitting right now at $150 per share. So, to be completely honest with you, man, I have no idea what these guys were able to do to completely turn their company around. They have very little resistance, right, in this 180, 170 area. A little more resistance, up here, 220 area. But phenomenal turnaround in this stock. Don't know how they did it. I wouldn't have trusted them to do it. But, you can't argue with results, and these are results. So, yeah, you got a nice bounce happening here. I don't know if it's new ownership, new direction, if it is, new administration. I don't know what changed, but something good changed for them. And little resistance, man, because they came down so fast. So that's one of the best parts if you're buying them. Not much resistance because they did come down so fast there. AG, see, this is another one, man. This is almost very similar to what we just looked at. I would never want to buy this company. Okay, especially you could trade it if you're looking at some very short-term trades. But dude, this is a Molinado, right? It comes out in 2000 and has literally done nothing but lose money its entire existence. So would I invest in whoever's running this company or whatever they're doing? No, I would not. This is not one that I would say, based on its performance, I am happy to own you. Based on, your success, they have to completely change their business in order to see success, right? Are they going to completely change their business? If the answer is no, I wouldn't be investing in them in order to buy and hold. However, you're looking at some daily moves here, okay? And $1.38 to $3.77, phenomenal gains over a couple week period. Volume is kicking up, good sign. It is running into some resistance though, so please keep that in mind. This $3 and $4 area right here, couldn't break. Can it break this time? If it can, and this might not seem like much, but it's still 25%, 30%. You could be moving back up to $5 per coin or per share. Support in this area. If it can break that, you could be running up to this area. And then, dude, you might be able to gap fill back up to $15, $16. But, right, to me, this is a short-term trader. This is something that if you want to take a chance on it, get in, make some gains. You either take your initial out and let the rest ride if you want, or get in, make some gains, and just get out. Because you cannot forget its history. And its history is horrendous. Right? This company has to completely change what they're doing in order to be successful. Are they going to do that? If the answer is yes, shoot, man, make some money. If the answer is no, don't lose some money. That's the one that I wanted. Magic Carpet Ride versus A Whole New World. Still both good songs though. Yes. I don't know if I know which one Magic Carpet Ride is, but Whole New World, definitely a banger, Chris. Brand new ETF. Yep, it's the right one. The reason I'm sharing this is because Uber will be doing very well. Oh yeah, it very well could. Very volatile. So if that one did drop back down, since it's doubled over the last week or so, very low volume. So it is very volatile there. But yeah, dude, if that one drops back down a little bit, that's not one that pays you a stupid dividend percentage, is it? Because I don't like the ones that pay you like 100% annualized dividend. Okay. At least they don't have it written now that it's got a dividend yield. Yeah, dude, this drops back down a little bit. It could be an excellent buy. And it probably wouldn't be that hard, man. Somebody comes in and sells a couple thousand shares worth. Boom. You take it back down. So, yeah, Tesla, Uber could be a very good ETF to jump into if you guys believe that Tesla and Uber will continue to grow. They probably will, man. Especially if car prices continue to increase. Who the heck can be able to afford a car? Everybody's going to be riding Uber everywhere. Dude, it's like I was thinking about mowers, right? They get another zero turn going at the auction on Wednesday. So I might go down there and check that out. But I was thinking about it. Dude, you go to the store now, they want like $5,500 for a zero turn mower. Dude, you got to mow your lawn for like 10 years with that mower to get your cost down to like $20 a mow. And I'm sitting there thinking, holy crap, dude. Like, great, I own the mower, but after 10 years, I'm still paying $20 a mow to mow my own lawn? Like, I'm paying, like, to just thin air, $20 a mow after 10 years? I mow my lawn for one season, I'm down to like $500 a mow that I spent mowing my lawn. And then I mow for 2 years and I'm down to like $250 a mow. And then I get it down to $125 a mow. And I'm like, what is happening right now? That after 10 years, I finally got my cost per mow down to $20? Mowers are way too expensive. Like, way too expensive. Chris, how much you guys charge to mow a lawn, dude? Because, dang. And then you talk about, you know, your piston locking up, and you got to go out there, and then you got to sharpen your blades. You got to buy new blades. You got to buy new drive belts and deck belts. I don't mind mowing. It's kind of nice riding around the yard with your headphones on. But, dude, to buy a brand new mower like that, that's kind of crazy, dude. It's a Gen G. And after 10 years, you got to get a new mower. And you just got your cost down to $20 a mow. Now you're back up on the season to $500 a mow. It's like, what is going on, man? It's crazy. I'm 30, no kids, no wife, and a zero-turn mower is my dream Father's Day gift. Chris, man, as it should be. It should be gifted to you, because if you buy it yourself, man, if you buy like a $5,500 zero-turn mower, dude, you're charging yourself $20 a mow, and you're paying Home Depot $20 for you to mow your own lawn for the next 10 years. It's crazy, dude. Tires too. I had to put new tires on the mower last year. Remember? Man, dude. That's the first time I ever thought about mowing like that. First time I ever thought about mowing like that. Like, dude, you go buy a brand new mower. It's $5,500. That's why you got to go to an auction or got to go to Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or something to get a mower, dude. Because otherwise, you know, I probably think that. I probably think, oh yeah, dude, you get your yard down to $20 a mow. Okay, it's still expensive at $20 a mow. Like, you're just paying thin air $20. Dude, I'd probably call some landscapers up. They'd probably want $100 a mow or something to mow my yard. They'd probably want $100 a mow, right? Would they? Chris, what would it take to mow my lawn? About 0.75 acres. On a hill. A couple trees. What's that cost to mow? 3/4 of an acre. Hills. Few trees. So it's not like perfectly flat or anything. I don't know if that makes a difference in what it would cost to mow. You guys probably charge me $100 a mow. So now it's like, oh, $20 a mow, not bad. But I break even after 6 years of having a mower. So, gosh, dude, do I pay somebody and break even after, or buy a mower and break even after 6 years? If I hated mowing, I might consider it, but dang. Yeah, it's cheaper than Gen G. You probably think they're cheaper than a landscaper. You'd probably call the neighbor kid up and say, "Hey, you want to mow my lawn?" He'd be like, "Yeah, I'll do it for $200." When MoCoin, see Caesar, yeah, MoCoin coming out soon, man. It is springtime. People are starting to mow again. Oh my gosh, dude. My son's base mow is 45, smallest shot. Yeah, Candy, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. They're not charging me $45. I guarantee he's mowing bigger yards than mine, or smaller yards than mine for $45. You don't need new. Exactly, Pudgy. That's why I'm trying to go to the auction and grab one. Okay, the nice housing edition I used to cut with a waterfall pond. They only paid $12 for the mowing. Oh, $12. Really? I can afford $12 for the mow, Chris. What's the money in then, man? What did you charge him for? If you only charge him $12 a mow, what are you hitting him up for then? Depends on how big. Couple hundred. FYI, a teenager is not insured. So if a rock breaks something, good luck. Yeah. I've been mowing my lawn for, I don't know where they'd find a rock. I've been mowing my lawn for, when is 2017 to now? 8 years? I've been mowing my lawn for 8 years. There's no rocks in the yard that I'd have to worry about. There's one that's over the neighbor's like blacktop driveway. It crumbled a little bit like on the side. So there's a little rock over there. Not little, but like that big. Every time I mow over it, I think it's gonna hit my blade, but it never does. I've ran over it like 3 times now. I could move it, you know. I could just like toss it back in his driveway. But no. There's no rocks anywhere. Nothing to worry about there. I know. And that is the cool part about mowing your lawn for 7 years. You know exactly where every little hole is. You know where every little divot is. You know where every little blade of grass lays different. You get a pretty good understanding of your yard after mowing it for a long time. MoCoin. Let's do it, Moji. Let's do it. $200 a mow. I will do it myself. Me too. Me too. Let's see. $12 a mow. That's why it's not in business. No. Yeah, Chris works for a landscaping company, though, Candy. I'll be out there with scissors. Moji. Facts on that, dude. Place the tires. Kind of fancy lawn mowers y'all use and get a cheap push mower and quit being lazy. No, dude, I had to replace the tires, man, because remember my wheel busted last year? You guys don't remember any of this stuff, man. Like, I thought my life was important to you. Remember the entire center of my wheel busted last year? So I needed to order 2 new wheels. I got 2 new wheels off Amazon. Because the whole center busted out of that one. So it wasn't really the tires that went bad, but the whole, like, center of the wheel busted out. Let's see. I would have to see it to actually guess that. Like, see it to be, it would take me this long. The money companies be making is really from fertilizing and construct. Gotcha. Yeah, so it probably wouldn't take you that long. Or if you had like 2 guys, it wouldn't take you long at all. It takes me about 35 minutes. 40 minutes if I don't like. Because sometimes, especially if it's a little bit longer, I will like, what's the best word? I will go over. I'm not making full swipes, right? So I'm kind of going over a third of the previous swipe that I made. So that could take 40 minutes if I don't do it as efficiently as possible and use the full width of my deck. But dude, if I'm doing it in 35 minutes, you could probably do it in 20 minutes on a 0 turn. to be honest with you. My mower's kind of slow. My mower doesn't have that much power. I'd say you wouldn't be too bad. One mow? Yeah, one mow equals one mow. There you go, Caesar. That's just like one house equals one house, man. I like it. I use a real mower. Crypto Reaper. Like a tractor? Is that what you're talking about? That's what I use. There is no Mo coin. How do I make it? Go on Pump Fun. If you got Phantom Wallet, you could just go down and click on the little bottom right. I think it's like a picture of the world or something. Click on the bottom right on your Phantom Wallet. Scroll down. Pump Fun is probably like one of the top 3 trending sites that you can enter. Enter Pump Fun. Connect your wallet. Click Create Token. And then you're going to have to deposit some liquidity. So have some Solana available to deposit into the liquidity pool. And then you have your brand new Mo coin. Should be nice and easy. A few bucks, you got your coin, man. Mo coin to 200. Let's do it. 200 per Mo, man. Companies would go to you like, well, we'll give you 28 Mo's once a week. Well, no, we'll not weed eat and blow for 200 and then add stuff, pruning mulch, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. You got to pay them because if they're just mowing, man. If they're just mowing, that's not bad. But all the add-ons probably add up. Landscapes are lazy. Blowers and goers. God forbid they bend over and pull a weed. Chris, bend over and pull a weed today, man. Give the landscapers a good name out there. I'm not talking about, no offensive, a mom and pop size company. I'm talking about larger companies that aren't doing individual houses. Each person in the housing edition of 1,800 is paying 12. Yeah, that's not bad, man. That's not bad. If you're in a huge, like, homeowners association, 12 bucks a month, not bad at all. I have no Solana. Rodney, you got to get some Solana if you want to make a cheap coin. I'll gladly pay you for tomorrow. You can pay me tomorrow for anything you want today. Pay $150 a month. A bi-monthly service. Yeah, Moji, man, that's actually a little bit more of what I would expect it to be, but I don't know if my yard's bigger than yours. I have no idea what size yard you guys got. Let's see. It would be in a contract at the beginning of the year. I love my Fisker's weed pulling tool. I think I've seen those, Pudgy. Do you just, like, step on it, and then it pulls the weed out? You don't even have to bend over for it? I think I've seen those. We want gains. We want gains. We do want gains, and Bitcoin keeps curling over at 103, man. What's the problem? Guys, it is 1 o'clock. Get your names in the chat right now. We'll do some shout-outs. We will be back all day long with videos today. Please watch them. Please like them. Video views are going back up a little bit as prices are going back up. But nonetheless, with all of this volatility, they'll probably come back down, crashing to 1,000 views a video again. So just watch them. I am hopeful for some very nice gains today, so stay optimistic, stay positive, all of that good stuff. We got a shout out to Rodney, man. Have a great one. See you later, Chris. Have a great one, man. Pudgy, see you later. Old Rounder, Moji, Crypto Reaper, Chris. We got Rodney, Jason Tate. Have a great day, man. Moji, Chris, Pudgy, Gen G. We're going to get those gains, Gen G. Moji, see you later, man. Pudgy, Gorilla, Rodney, Moji, Gen G, Crypto Reaper. See you later. Old Rounder, Chris, all of you guys. You know what time it is. You want to say it with me. Say it with me, SD. Till the next time, Moji. Hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.